Hey, Than Merrill here, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to find private money and hard money lenders and how you can use their money to fund your real estate deals. And stay tuned because at the end of this educational video, I'm going to share with you how you can get a free copy of the exact outline I use as a step-by-step guide when I meet with private money lenders to raise money. Now, I know it's important to have confidence in who you're learning from when it comes to investing. Well, over the past 14 years, my business partners and I have completed over 1,000 real estate transactions, and we've raised over $100 million in funding from private money lenders for residential rehabs, new construction, and commercial properties. On top of that, we've also started a separate private money lending and investment firm. It's made up of two funds, and as of today, we've funded over $200 million in debt and equity deals for other real estate investors around the country. Now, obviously, I've had a lot of success raising money. I've also made a lot of mistakes that you can learn from as well. So the first tip is we want to understand the difference between a private money lender and a hard money lender. A private money lender is really anybody that has money that's looking to earn a great rate of return. Typically, those types of lenders are earning between 8 and 12% on their investments, and it's backed by the real estate itself. Now, private money lenders are usually individuals who don't do this necessarily as a business. They may have done a few private money loans in the past, or it might be somebody that you're raising money from for the first time. Now, a hard money lender, on the other hand, is usually more sophisticated. It's either an individual or a small group of individuals, and they do this for a business. A lot of times they have a couple $1 million in liquidity, and they take that money and they invest it consistently with real estate investors on short-term transactions. So what types of properties is private money lending and hard money lending best for? Well, typically these are short-term loans. These are generally in the range of 12 months or less. So you might buy a property that needs some work. They're going to provide the capital. You're going to do the work on the project. You're going to turn around and sell the property. And then that's when the lender is obviously getting paid back their principal and their last interest payment. Now, you can use private money lender for other types of transactions, but it's generally best utilized for short-term redevelopment or fix and flip projects. So what are the benefits of you utilizing private money to fund a transaction? Well, one of the biggest benefits is that this is a relationship business. So the terms, the rate, whether you pay monthly or roll all the payments to the back, is completely negotiable between you and the lender. Of course, another benefit is that you're using someone else's money to fund either a portion of the deal or the entire deal itself, and it all depends on the deal that you find and the lender that you're working with and the type of risk they're willing to take. Of course, using other people's money and using leverage increases your rate of return on the deal. And finally, one of the biggest benefits of private money and hard money is just the speed at which you can close transactions. When you get traditional bank financing, you're going to jump through more hoops. The escrow period and the closing period is going to be longer. And that's the benefit of private money. It can help you close these transactions very quickly. So how do you find private money lenders? Do we look under rocks? Are these like demogorgon creatures that don't exist? No, they're everywhere. In fact, anybody who has capital or money could be a potential private money lender for you. So the best place to start is with friends and family. In fact, I would rather pay my friends and family a great rate of return than a stranger. Now, that's going to be up to you and whether you feel comfortable doing business with friends and family. Another great resource for private money lenders, of course, is tapping into referrals from other real estate professionals. Other people out there that are fixing and redeveloping properties are going to know and probably have some contacts to potential private money lenders who might have more capital to lend. Another great place, of course, is anywhere where there's high net worth individuals who are networking. For example, there's a lot of professional networks. You might go to a Chamber of Commerce meeting. And at the Chamber of Commerce meeting, you'll have small business owners, you'll have working professionals. And a lot of times they earn high rates of, or high incomes, but they don't necessarily invest their money as actively as they'd like. And that could be a great source for you. Of course, this is a big one. Other real estate investors. For example, I buy real estate, I sell real estate all the time, but I also make a lot of loans. In fact, you'd be surprised at how many existing real estate investors who do exactly what you do are also private money lenders on the side. And so that could be something that is a great source for you. Of course, one of the best sources, in my opinion, is to go out there and start looking for people who actually close real estate transactions. So title companies, escrow agents, attorneys, depending on what state you live in, they're going to know who the people are who are actively loaning money on real estate in today's market. And then finally, you can also purchase private money lender lists. There are companies that aggregate this data and sell this data to investors, and you can start reaching out to those individuals as well. So how do you find hard money lenders? Well, hard money lenders, in my opinion, are a little bit easier. The best way is just to go into Google and search for hard money lenders in your particular area. Now, there's hard money lenders that do loan nationally, but most hard money lenders will loan in 1 or 2 states. So this will be a bit localized depending on where you live and in what state you reside. Another great source is obviously referrals from other real estate professionals to hard money lenders who are actively loaning in that market. So now that you have a few strategies about how to find lenders, I want to give you 3 tips that will help you actually get funding for your deals. Tip number 1, it's helpful to actually have a deal under contract or one that you're looking at that has a high probability of going to contract soon, so you have specifics to talk about with a lender. Tip number 2, the lenders don't know you, so it's important to have some credibility with that lender before you walk into the meeting. So what I'd advise you to do is put together some information or an informational brochure or what we call a private money lender credibility packet that you could email to the lender before the meeting. Now, what goes in a private money lender credibility packet? Well, first of all, it should have some information about your background, and that would include your business background and your educational background when it comes to real estate. Lenders want to know that you've taken the time to get educated in the market and on the industry as a whole, and you have a business model that they can feel comfortable with. Now, if you have a team, you should also include some information about the team as well. Second thing that should go into the packet is you want to have an overview of your business model. And what that means is, what is your investment philosophy? What types of properties do you target? What rates of return are you looking for as an investor? Very important that the lender understands how you do business. The third thing that should go in your packet is a track record. Now, if you have a track record, great. You should list out the properties and some of the different types of transactions that you've done. If you don't have a track record, obviously you're going to lean on your educational background and your business background, and that'll be helpful for you. The fourth section that you should put in there is you should have an overview of how private money lending works. And included in that section should be the investment terms, the conditions, the rates of return, how the lender is protected, and you always want to have a minimum investment so that lender knows when they walk into the meeting they have to have a certain amount of capital, otherwise it's not necessarily going to be a good use of your time. Finally, you should have a section that answers some of their questions. There's a lot of common questions that lenders have, and you might as well answer those questions before the meeting itself. And then if you have testimonials from other lenders, great. That would be the last thing that I would put in your private money lender credibility packet. Now, the third tip to help you get funding is you want to practice your presentation. Typically, you're going to be meeting with a lender for about an hour. You might do it at a coffee shop, you might do it at your office, you might do it at their office. Wherever you're meeting with them, you want to make sure that you feel confident and prepared and that you have a detailed outline of what you're going to say and cover in the meeting. My hope is that these videos will give you some strategic insights on how to get started and grow a real estate business. I'd also love to hear from you and what you'd like to learn about when it comes to real estate investing in the future. So leave a comment below on a topic that might be of interest to you. And if you like this video, just hit the like button, share it with some of your friends, and if you want more free educational videos about real estate investing, all you have to do is click the red subscribe button below right now. Finally, as promised, to download a free copy of the exact outline that we've used as a guide for all of our private money lender meetings that we've used to raise over $100 million in funding, just go to the website that you see right now on the screen and you can get your free copy.